Despite Candi's ordeal, she still found favor in the eyes of men. Men from nearby villages began to visit, first out of curiosity, then with intention. They came with gifts, bags of rice, yams, fabrics, bottles of oil. Some came with their families. Some came alone, hopeful. But the villagers never stayed silent. At night, whispers followed the men. They were told stories in low voices. They were told that Candi was not just a woman. That she was Adora returned. That every man who married her died before morning. At first, the men laughed. Fear crept in slowly. One by one, the men changed their minds. Some left before sunrise. Some packed their gifts and ran. Some fled in shame, refusing to look back. Candi watched it happen again and again. Each time hope was raised, it was crushed. Each time her name was spoken with love, it was followed by fear. The gifts piled up, untouched, like reminders of futures that never happened. She did not cry loudly. She did not beg. She learned to endure quietly. But inside her, something was breaking. Candi did not announce her decision. She packed her things quietly. Just a small bag. She moved carefully, like someone leaving a place that had already let her go. Candi arrived in the other town just before sunset. It felt different from the moment she stepped in. People did not stare at her. No one whispered her name. No one looked at her like they were waiting for something bad to happen. She stayed with a distant acquaintance and began to listen. That was how she heard about the witch doctor. They said he dealt with problems that refused to die. Problems passed down through blood and memory. One morning, she stood up and asked for directions. Whatever the price was, she was tired of carrying a life that was not fully hers. When Candi got to the witch doctor's hut, she greeted him with fear in her eyes but hope in her heart. Then she started explaining her ordeal. The witch doctor did not interrupt her. He sat across from her, silent, his eyes steady, as Candi spoke. She told him everything. When she finished, the room was quiet. Then he spoke. "Your problem did not begin with you," he said calmly. "It did not even begin with Adora." He told her some lives do not end when the body does. That some souls walk again and again, carrying unfinished things. He spoke in parables. "This has followed you for thousands of years," he said. "There is a solution, but it comes with a great price." He warned her the price would not need to be paid again. But once chosen, there would be no turning back. Candi did not fully understand what she was agreeing to. But she nodded. She had lived too long inside fear to turn away now. The witch doctor told her what she must do. "There is an oak tree," he said. "It stands in the middle of the village square." She was to sleep under it for 7 nights. Candi felt her chest tighten. She had heard stories about that tree. People avoided it. The first night under the oak tree was quiet at first. Candi lay on the bare ground, staring at the branches above her. The tree was old, older than the village itself. Her heart began to race. From the darkness, figures appeared. They looked exactly like her. Same eyes. Same face. "No," she whispered. The women's smiles faded. Slowly, they stepped away, disappearing into the darkness. Each night that followed brought something new. Morning came, but she did not wake. Villagers gathered when they noticed she had not returned home. They stood around her still body and nodded. "She is dead," someone said. They spat near her. They called her cursed. They began to plan her burial. To them, she was already gone. Suddenly, Candi gasped. Her eyes flew open. She felt the weight on her arm and saw a stone. In that moment, she understood, it was part of the price. She pushed herself up, held the stone tightly, and ran. People screamed. Some fled. Others froze in terror as she passed through the village like someone returned from the dead. She did not stop. Her feet carried her straight to the witch doctor's door. Breathing hard, shaking, alive, Candi placed the stone in the witch doctor's hands. He smiled. "It is done," he said. "The curse that tormented you for thousands of years is removed." Relief washed over her. Then he added quietly, "At least you can live longer in your next life." Candi stared at him. "Next life?" she asked. Candi left believing she was free. But some truths wait for time to explain them. Candi returned home believing the worst was over. For the first time, the dream stopped. People still watched her, but their fear no longer felt sharp. Then she met him. He was kind and steady. He listened when people warned him. He heard the rumors and smiled softly. "I am not afraid of stories," he said. "I see only you." They married quietly. No loud celebration. For a moment, Candi allowed herself to believe. She laughed more, and for the first time in many lifetimes, happiness felt real. The morning came quietly. When the door was opened, Candi and her husband lay still, side by side. Peaceful. Untouched. Just like before. The village gathered. But this time, there was no shock. "This is how it always ends," someone whispered. As they prepared the room, someone noticed writing on the wall. It was a note, written carefully. "I have made the sacrifice. I will live on and not depart again." Confusion spread through the village. Weeks passed. Then years. Life moved forward. One day, a child was born. She came the same way. Quiet. Calm. With the same face, the same stillness that once frightened the village. Her name was Helen. People waited. But nothing happened. Helen grew. She laughed. She lived. She married. He bore 10 children. She grew old. The village finally understood. The price had been paid. And the story ended, not with fear, but with hope. Thanks for watching.